Hey guys, it's Amber. I know it's been forever since I've signed in on here, but I really wanted to document my summer experience on video. So this summer I applied for something called Bank of America Student Leaders, and the whole application process I think started in February of my senior year, and the application included recommendations, 7 mini essays, all about community service, leadership, and um, things like that, in school, in the community, and in private practice. I applied kind of on a whim after my guidance counselor told me about it, and quite honestly, I procrastinated and I got the application in the last day it was due. It's kind of a mess, and I didn't expect to get anything, and no call or anything back from it. Lo and behold, uh, about a month after that, I got a call from the Human Resources Department at Bank of America, and they called and wanted to have an interview with me for this Bank of America Student Leaders program. So obviously I was ecstatic, and I found out later that it was 15 of us who had interviews, and 5 of us got chosen. Um, okay, so when I jumped into this, they assigned each of the 5 of us girls to a different boys and girls club. And quite honestly, I was pretty nervous because I haven't ever worked or had a job, first of all. And on top of that, I've never ever worked with kids. So it was like 2 big new things that I'd never even tried before. So I was definitely really nervous. Um, and I was kind of thinking it like, this will look good on my resume, and I'll meet some really cool people. That I was looking at that kind of view. So, anyways, I started this summer, and the first 3 weeks were like hell. It was really hard, and I felt like I was completely incompetent in what I was doing, and I wasn't sure if I was getting through to the kids, and it was hard. It was terrible. But then all of a sudden things started to change. 4th week, 5th week came around, and inside the Boys and Girls Club, I started to feel like I really fit in, and I was really making a difference. All of a sudden, the kids were listening to me. They were playing with me. I remember, oh geez, when was it? I think it was in the fourth week. The teacher who I normally help out with was absent because she was having a sick day, and I had to take over her classroom. And I was told that about 5 minutes before I got my first group, because we all go in groups and rotations for the Boys and Girls Club. So when I was told that, I was freaking out because I never have to plan anything there. I just help out or whatever. So I got in there and I was like, okay, what can I do with, ages 6 to 11? I know, big range of children. So the first group I got, I think they were 9 years old, and I was like, oh, perfect, we'll do theater games. And we played that mirror game where you have to mirror your partner and copy exactly what they do in slow motion. Anyways, it was a big hit, and all of a sudden the kids were like, Miss Amber, when are we going to do that again? When are we going to play that again? I want to do this. This is so much fun. And I was like, holy crap. Like, I think I'm making a difference here. I think I'm making an impact on these kids. But I was still kind of flustered those 4th and 5th weeks. And even though I started to get into the rhythm, there were still, things to be dealt with. There were still kids who had big attitude problems who I didn't know how to deal with because I'm only 18, and that was my first time ever having a kid, yell back at me or talk back to me. It was really new and surprising and hard. Then in the seventh week or 6th week of the internship, I got the chance to go to Washington, D.C. for a week for something called the Student Leadership Summit. And that was where all 250 of the student leaders got together, and we did leadership seminars. We toured DC. We had